Alright, this is going to be the part that gets QEMU installed, so let's close our Magic Lantern folder. Let's just test this out real quick, make sure our 1200D builds. I'm going to go to a platform, go to 1200D, and then we're going to right click and open terminal, and let's just try and see if it does build correctly. You just make and enter and just let it go through its process and see what happens. Okay, so it built. See a lot of weird stuff here, so what we're going to do is try to do a make clean one more time, and make clean, and just see if it builds any better next time. But there weren't really errors, it looked like there were warnings, whatever. I mean, yeah, you're going to get lots of warnings and errors, but I mean, if it builds, it builds. This ain't a fully working thing anyways, so but it does load in the QEMU, so there's going to be bugs that have to be worked out, but it looks like it did a better job this time with the normal amount of stuff. Okay, so it actually works, so let's make clean that and go to the next phase. Alright, so back in the Magic Lantern folder, we're going to go to contrib folder, then go to QEMU, and just right click here, terminal, and install, and then yes. See, it works on that one. Just let it do its thing and it'll give you some directions on the left side. Okay, so here's our directions. This is what we have to do. So let's see, CD, we gotta go back to our home folder, go to the new folder, QEMU that it made, and inside this one, and open another terminal inside there, and we have to copy this, paste it in here, press enter. Okay, so we have our first issue. We need to get this feature, so that's what we do. So you're going to want to, anytime you get it, just copy and paste it in Google and then do a quick search and you'll find some information about it. Alright, a quick search shows that we had this option or this option. I already tried this option, it didn't work, so we're going to try do this one. I'm going to do Control C since I'm on Windows right now. Go back here, I'm going to do Control Shift paste, and we have to add sudo, I believe, to this because it's an install of something important. Actually, before I do that, Control Shift C, I'm getting rid of that out of there. I want to make sure I'm in my home directory when I do this. I don't feel comfortable doing it unless I'm in home directory. I'm big install, so we'll go back there, Control Shift paste. Who knows if it does anything, but I don't want to screw it up, so click yes and let it do its thing. Okay, that part is done. We'll leave the home directory open just in case. Gotta find my QEMU, it's over here. And go back to this one. Let's run that command, up key will give us all that information back. Press enter and see if any other errors come up that we gotta work with. Okay, that went through smoothly. Now we go to the next thing, make -J1. Make -J1. Oop. Screwed that one up. Let's just make sure. I did a space by accident. Make sure everything goes. Okay. So we actually have an issue here, something with the auto config. Not using UBUNTU, okay. So let's go ahead and search for that. Okay, quick search shows auto not following, copy and pasting one of those in there. And Control C. And go back to our home. Control Shift V, good, it's in there. Just let it do its thing for that. Alright, let's see if that fixed it. Now if you see a lot of stuff, then we know we did it. Okay, it's all going, it's continuing. Okay, so it's probably going to continue. This one takes a little while, so we can I'll pause it. Okay, so that finished. So let's see. Next phase is blah, blah, blah. So we got to go back to our QEMU folder, and we need a copy of our ROMs. So to get our SD card to show up in here, we go here to Devices, USB, choose your reader, and mine's this one. I hope so. And then I'll show, I'm just going to say do nothing, always perform that action because it's annoying. Okay, I'm going to open it, and here's my ROMs for the 1200D. I already had them, I just copied them to my SD card. Just get them on there. Okay, so now we have them both in there. We have to do this. Control Shift C. I'm gonna open a terminal. Open terminal and Control Shift B, and we're gonna change this to our camera 1200D. Press enter. Now it creates the file that we need right there. We have to also create folder in here, create new folder, call that SD card, and we need a copy. I gotta check my, alright, so what you want to do is you want to, if you have Magic Lantern on your card, on one of your cards, you need to get Magic Lantern either from maybe the Nightlies or whatever, and we need the Magic Lantern files in here, but everything has to be capitalized. So that's the rough part. So we got to get this all inside there capitalized. If you had a camera that was already that you had a build on already, you can just have that and then format it through the camera, and it'll resave everything. Using the Magic Lantern. Magic Lantern will resave everything, capitalize everything, and then you'll have all capitals. So I'm gonna go do that now just to get that on there. Okay, so I did that. I'll open up the folder, and now I have everything capitalized. I'm just gonna do a copy. These guys copy. I don't know if the audio XE, but I'm gonna think just the Magic Lantern folder really needs to be in there. So paste that, and that takes care of that step. I guess that's it for that. Okay, now we have everything set. We're gonna go move on to the next step in the next tutorial, next part.